Yeah, and we're going to move right into our main event of the evening. And this is an interesting one. We have a debut to HCS for the opportunity to represent HCS. We have George Whitehead, first time here at HCS. He's going to be up against John Perez, 5-0 inside the circle.
Wow, that's an impressive record. Let's see what George has got.
Absolutely. John will be in the all black today. George in the red and black. We're good. Main event. John out of All-Star BJJ. George out of B-Team New Jersey.
Very cool. 205. Got some big boys on that. Yep. See George pulling guard right away. See what kind of passing John has. Going for a north-south pass, pressuring in. Oop, double unders. Good retention.
The thing about John we've seen here inside the circle, he is attacking from the top and aggressive the entire time. It never lets up. It'll never stop letting up.
Yeah, it's a good pressure to maintain on your opponent, man. Just constantly going at them, constantly putting your head in their face, pushing on them. It does wear you out over time.
And, I'm not exactly sure on what who this shot is to, but I think George has a thing for me to say as a call out to someone. So if you're watching at home, this is about you. I think you'll know, but I don't. Just know that I have no idea what I'm about to say. But he said he's from C-Team New Jersey. I think it's a call out to somebody, but he says he's from C-Team New Jersey and a high ground enthusiast.
High ground enthusiast.
No idea what that means, but George, I said it for you. I said I would, and I did.
I see George in on a leg of John's right now. John with good defense, keeping his foot to the mat. See he's going to try to come around the leg split. George come around into side control.
John able to clear there.
Good pass by John.
Looking almost out of cradle.
See if he's going to try to go around to the back.
All right, moving north-south, it looks like.
Both guys looking pretty calm so far.
Yeah.
Oh, John jumps them out. That was good timing.
But, George right away.
Good kipping by George.
Right
he
away,
gets out
George
right
gets
away.
out of it.
Trying to throw up a triangle right out of that. He's got the high guard, and John slips out, trying to go for a double underpass.
Maybe that's what high ground means. Maybe he likes high guard. Maybe. I don't know. He didn't give me an explanation.
We'll have to ask him afterwards.
He said it and he walked away.
All right, George settling in a half guard now. John still with the top pressure. Let's see what John does to get out of George's guard. See what George throws from his guard.
50 seconds left here.
George bringing John down. See if John tries to posture up. George looks like he's trying to go to his side. Get an underhook. George just trying to create some space. Maybe looking for a stalling warning. But John's still pushing in. That's still activity.
When we're in the guard, it's going to be hard to get a stall.
Yeah.
You have to be actively backing away, actively not engaging. This would be a tough position for that stall.
Coming up on 10 seconds left.
Able to escape, but he engages right away there. Go back and forth. Now, this is one you feel like that feeling out might happen there.
Oh, yeah, they definitely were feeling each other out, seeing what reactions they were getting. That was definitely a learning round, and we're going to see more in round two.
See the adjustments that are made here as they both go to their coaches for their 30 seconds.
Yeah, so far it looks like George is playing a bottom game, but John has good top pressure. He's been moving around pretty well.
And it'll be interesting to see if we get to a position where they have to both play from the position that they're not forcing right now. If we see John on his back, George on top, who's more comfortable there. See how the ball plays out, And there's the 30 seconds. It goes by quick.
That goes by so quick.
Goes by quick.
George
we're underway. George sits right away. So maybe we won't sit because George might sit.
Yeah. John got the double unders. See if he can chuck his legs to the side, and he does. He's going to settle into side control.
And this is a position he was able to get to in the last one, but George, was able to fight anything off. John was never really able to make anything of the position.
Yeah, he was never able to settle into anything, but he's moving good so far. George staying calm, John staying calculated. See if he can make the pass. See George.
Yeah, looks like he's locking up the cradle again.
Yep, he's got George defending. He's trying to spin to an armbar. Now we're in north-south. John might be moving to side control. stepping over the mount again.
And we roll.
Rolls, trying to bolo. Oh, John's
That's
going
a
to the back.
scramble.
He might get it. He might get it.
That was a hell of a scramble for John there. That was a hell of a scramble.
He's got...
George did a good job of getting his back to the mat there.
Oh, yeah, he did. That was
But
a good
writes
scramble.
him out,
George
and we
kicked
saw
it.
the kips earlier. Let's see if they work. John looks like he corralled him this time.
Yeah, no.
And that's that adjustment. He saw what, seen this
absolutely.
once. We're going to come back to it. Now you see him from the top mount for the first time as more than the 3 seconds he was in the first.
Yeah, he secured the mount position.
But there the
now.
kips again.
Oh, there you go. George in on a leg. He's single leg X. John stepping over. And he just steps out.
And we work
He's
back to
gonna
the middle.
re-engage. Let's see if John can work the pass again.
Good scramble here.
Yeah, that was a great scramble. Good retention by George. He settles back into guard.
And they're both honestly looking a little frustrated with their opponent in terms of just nothing's panning out the way
No,
either
they're
one of
both
them
throwing
wants it.
problems
Yeah.
at each other, but they're both solving
Yeah.
them. See, George almost maybe working for a K-guard entry. He's got the high guard. Nice. His arm's stuck under John's leg, though. He's not going to be able to maneuver that high guard until he gets it out. And then there goes the pass by John. And he's going to settle back into George's guard. See, it's almost like George wants John to try to break the guard and pass somehow, and he's almost waiting for him to do something.
It looks like George has a counter style that he wants to
he's got
employ, but John's
something
just not
ready.
giving those opportunities yet. And John seems like he might be aware of that because usually John's pushing the pace a little bit more, so he's probably reserved, knowing that I'm going against a counter puncher here.
Yep.
How do I handle that? Let's not give him the openings. And as we see, that goes what that results in: 2 rounds, no submissions.
And that'll do it for round
we
2.
got 30 seconds here. Sub would win it here. If not, we would head to the HCS overtimes.
It was good. A little bit more action that round. I definitely think both guys learned something from each other in the first round.
And it'll be interesting to see if either makes an adjustment here or if they're willing to settle for the overtime.
Yep.
Because I think it's going to take an adjustment in game plan to see a submission here. I don't think the same game plan is going to result in a submission for either guy, especially with the counter style that George seems to want to employ.
Yeah.
He's probably going to have to change that up if he tries to find a submission here. Or are they happy with the overtime?
Yeah, we'll see.
They both could be confident in the overtime.
John right away,
Right
blast
away.
double.
Blast double right away. He doesn't let him pull guard this time. He said, I'm gonna put you there.
There he goes. Hey, last round, might as well try it.
George, after the takedown, looks up at the referee and gives him a little smirk.
John working the pass, gets back into mount.
Gets
This is
here
good,
early
heavy
this
pressure. See George doing what he can to defend.
And now
There's kips.
We're at this point now where they've competed for 6 full minutes. Is anyone tired? See the conditions going to play here.
Yeah, John with the good hip pressure. He's going to sit back into mount. George is going to bump,
Yeah,
try to
good bump
roll
from George.
through,
Good.
but he gets his back taken by John. John
scramble
locks
by
that
John
body
there.
triangle. See if he can work
And that's the
in
second time
choke.
we've seen that John's been very good in those scramble positions to get to a dominant position after them. Oh, he's around the neck.
And he gets the
And that was
tap.
a
Rear
quick
naked choke.
John Perez drops
John wasting no
the
time in the
hammer,
last
finds
round.
the rear naked choke submission in round 3 to become your final HCS qualifier. That was a great back
Good
and
work
forth
by both
by
guys.
both of them. Great scrambles, great effort. Love a round 3 submission.
Yep.